Understanding adverse possession in Nigeria. Imagine you bought land, traveled abroad for 10 years, and came back to find out that someone else has been living there, farming on it, and even built a house. And now, by law, they are now claiming the land and claiming that the land belongs to them. Imagine. This is not fiction. It is principles of adverse possession. I remember my humble self, Charles Chukwuma Nkwoka, Esquire. You are a property lawyer, and I welcome you to Chaman Property Lawyer. You are a trusted guide for real estate and property law in Nigeria. Today, I will explain what adverse possession means, its requirement under the Nigerian law, and how to deal with that. How you can protect yourself as a property owner or investor. What is adverse possession? Adverse possession is a legal principle where a person who is not the original owner of the land can acquire ownership rights if they occupy the land openly, continuously, and without the permission of the true owner for the prescribed period of time. Does this sound strange to you? A lot of people don't know this, but if you don't know, who is to be blamed? In Nigeria, this principle is tied to limitation of laws of the state, often setting limitation period for land recovery at 12 years. Status of limitation law. 12 years if somebody occupy the land and stay there for 12 years. Sorry. Legal foundation in Nigeria governed by the limitation of actions laws. This varies by states. Each state has their own limitation law. Under the Land Use Act, all land is vested in the governor, but private rights of occupants still exist and can be lost if abandoned or not defended. Do you know all these things? That's why I'm talking passionately, because this is what I do for a living, and this is what I do passionately. Nigerian courts have recognized adverse possession in several decisions, balancing between protecting legal owners and preventing neglect of land. Some people, do you know that some people, they have their land, but they don't even know where the land is located? Maybe after like 20 years, they will hear, they will now start searching. Maybe when they don't suffer, they will now start thinking about it. Start searching for their father's property. These are the issues. Condition for adverse possession. For someone to successfully claim land through adverse possession, they must show actual physical possession. They physically use the land for farming, building, or even occupying the land. Open and notorious way is not acceptable. Their possession was visible and obvious to anyone, including the owner, or even if you are not aware of it. How do you prove that when there is already existing structure? You did not ask who is there. You 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 12 years. If you don't know this, who is to be blamed? You need to have people to be checking your land. Exclusive. They must show exclusivity. They exercise sole control, not sharing with the true owner. Not when you're sharing control with the owner. Exclusive possession. Exclusive control. Once they can be able to show you. So you need to be careful. Not before somebody will enter that land that you have in Ogun State, or there, or somewhere in Kubwa. Don't make mistake to think that nobody will take the land. You just leave it there. Continuous for statutory period, typically 12 years without interruption, will guarantee ownership without the consent of the owner. If the occupation was permitted, it cannot be qualified as adverse possession. Please take note of that. For instance, I want to give you an example. A man built a small shop on the corner of a land in Lagos. The owner, living abroad, never challenges it. After 12 years of continuous possession, open and exclusive possession, the squatter may claim ownership rights, while the original owner loses the rights to eject him. Do you know that? This is why adverse possession is sometimes called squatters' rights. Have you heard about squatters' rights? So you need to know when that person you claim to be a trespasser is not even a trespasser, is even the owner. How owners can protect themselves. I want to walk you through. Regularly inspect your property, please. Don't abandon your land for years. At least every 5 years, go and check who is there, what is happening there. Very important. Don't abandon your land for your enemy. They are praying for you not to come back. Coming back is a threat to them. Fence and secure your land. If possible, build a structure on it. Post warning signs and lease. It's always very important. Post warning sign. This land belongs to so. Buyers, beware of 419. That's caveat emptor. Be very careful. Act quickly against trespassers. File for recovery before the limitation period lapses. If you don't do it, you will lose it once in 12 years. Keep proper title documentation. Deed of assignment, CFO or governor consent. Very important. Your survey plan, register it. How occupiers can claim rights. As a rightful owner, occupiers can also claim rights. I want to say it here because you watching me now may even be the one occupying the property that is not yours. You may not know your rights. My own is to educate people here. I educate big, I educate small. I will educate landlords, I educate tenants. I will educate developers, I will educate investors. So you need to know that. Very important. Very, very important. How occupiers can claim rights. Why not encouraging trespass? Nigerian law recognizes long-term occupiers who may apply to courts to claim rights if they meet the condition. Once you find out that you meet the condition, apply to court straight away to declare you owner. Court may grant a statutory right of occupants where possession is proven and uncontested for statutory period. Take note. Next, mediation versus litigation in adverse possession cases. Many cases can be settled through negotiation or compensation agreements instead of hostile litigation. But where ownership is at stake, the High Court has the final jurisdiction. And whatever they say, the other party can appeal it. You go to Court of Appeal, from Court of Appeal to Supreme Court. The verdict of the Supreme Court is final. Adverse possession can strip an owner of a land if neglected for 12 years plus. It's not me, it's law. Owners must be proactive in their doing. Protect your property before squatters turn it into their own legal property. Occupiers may succeed if their possession is open, exclusive and continuous, and without permission of the legal owner. The law does not favor the careless owner. Take note, that's a margin of law. You don't just blame anybody for your ignorance. That's why I'm making this video special for those interested in property affairs. Property ownership in Nigeria is not just about having papers. It is about active possession and protection. For those of you that are buying property, what you are buying is receipt. Receipt. You don't have property, you don't even care. They issue receipt. Where is your land? You cannot even be able to point a place. Say this place is my land. Be very careful. If you're a property owner, check your land today. Ask yourself a question. Go to your box and bring out your document. Review it. Drop comments if you have any question. If you are an investor in diaspora, ensure your property is managed and inspected regularly. Some people don't know that they used to manage land. In my office, I have land. People contracted me to be helping them to manage. The way we used to manage property. Before, when I started property law, I thought to manage property is just about building. It's not about building. It's not about a occupied premises. Land can be managed. Those in diaspora don't know that they will engage people in Nigeria. Professional property law firms. There are law firms that specializes in property law. All what they do is property, transaction, everything. Contract, and they are everywhere online. Don't make mistake. Engage professionals. If this video is enlightening you, do not leave without taking action, please. Very important to me. Because that's how you encourage us to do this video. Sometimes we do this video in the midnight after close of work. We stretch it till, as I'm talking to you now, I'm talking to you in my office close to 12 midnight. Imagine that. Subscribe to my channel, Chaman Property Lawyer. Your ultimate property law guides. And like and share this video to protect others from losing their land. Very important. Drop a comment below and tell me, do you believe that adverse possession is fair or unfair? What's your opinion on that? Drop your comment on the comment section. Adverse possession, is it fair or unfair? Drop your comment on the comment section. At Chaman Property Lawyer, your right we protect. See you in my next video. Bye for now.